He's been an award-winning media personality and producer. As a speaker, he's empowered over 1 million people from the stage. Now one of the leading business coaches and brand experts is taking over the world of on-demand audio. It's the Business Bully Podcast. Now here's the business bully himself, Dave Anderson.
Yo, how are you people? And we're rolling. Welcome to the Business Bully Podcast, which I am doing live not only on Spreaker, on iHeartRadio, but on Periscope and Facebook Live. What up? But before I do anything, I need to let you know that the Business Bully Podcast is being brought to you by Audible with over 180,000 titles to choose from. Audible will help you get your mind right so you can get your grind right. So go to audibletrial.com/bully and get your 30-day free trial and that free audiobook download. Yes, indeed. And Pitch Close Upsell Repeat is coming to Audible this fall. So make sure that you look out for that. I'm excited. I am thrilled, and I am ready to get this thing popping. Let's see here. We're going to do something special for y'all. Let's see here. Got that. All right. So look, check this out, right? Thanks for the hearts over there on Periscope. I don't know if y'all heard, but by now I'm pretty sure you have, that OJ Simpson has in fact been paroled. And yesterday when I saw the news, I was happy for the juice because I feel like he's an old man and he can't do nothing else. I was also like kind of perplexed at people. I saw people get more excited about OJ than they did about the fact that they got bills coming up. I'm like, Houseway, how does that even make sense? I don't understand it. But in case you did not know, and I'm about to tie all this in, so stay with me. In case you did not know, BullyCon is happening in Philadelphia. It is the most highly anticipated world's leading Come As You Are conference. That's right. No suits allowed, no false pretenses, no crappity-do, no motivational sugar highs, just brash tacks, people. That's all we're getting down. Shout out to Jeremy, shout out to Cliff, shout out to Marcus, Tracy, everybody. Thanks so much for sharing the video. I do appreciate it. Lucky Austin. Wow, there's somebody I haven't seen in a while. Thanks for being here. I got to shout out to people. So for the people who listen on the podcast, if y'all want some shout outs, hit me up, Dave at businessbullyshow.com. I got no problem shouting you out on the next podcast because we're about to go in on these podcasts. So, in case you have not heard, like I said, BullyCon is coming up. And because BullyCon is coming up, I realized that nothing's happened for black people when it comes to OJ. Like Chris Rock said famously in 1996, I looked in the mirror, I ain't get no OJ prize. Well, no OJ prize, still black. So what I realized is that black people need an OJ prize. So OJ was supposed to do, 33 years? So I tell you what, if you go to bullycon.info, and you go ahead and you get your tickets, whether you're coming in person to Philadelphia or you're going to watch BullyCon via live stream, lifetime live stream access. If you type in the coupon code OJ, you can get 33% off your ticket. That's right. There's your OJ prize. Finally, OJ has paid off for somebody other than OJ. You're welcome. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So if you put it, y'all think I'm playing, go to bullycon.info right now. And put in OJ as the coupon code and watch what happens to that price. Discount! Because black people need an OJ prize. So now we've gotten that out the way. What's up, Sharonda, over there on Periscope? I see you. Thanks for being here. I need y'all to really start getting yourselves together, all right? I noticed that there are folks who don't really know what's going on around them. Like they are completely lost outside of what's being fed into them during the news cycle. And it just cannot be that way. I'm here to tell you, like you have to look at what's going on. You have to look at why you're not progressing. You have to look at what's going on around you. And what I notice is folks just don't want to put in the work. Everybody wants to come through. You know, Snoop says everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in. I got my cup. I'm drinking a protein shake right now. I'm trying to look good for BullyCon. Trying to lose some more of this weight. Nice and chalky. Listen, people, I want y'all to get yourselves together. Now, I know that there are people up in here. Cinnamon King says the OJ prize. That's classic. I ain't playing no games. You want your OJ prize? You that excited about OJ? I'm going to get you excited about OJ too. So what I want you to do is go to bullycon.info and you put OJ in the checkout coupon section and you're going to get 33% off. That's 1% for each one of them years he's supposed to do, but he only got 9. So, anyway you slice it, that means it was a third of his sentence. So 33 and a third, that's a third. So 33, any way you slice it, it's 33 people, 33% off. That's your OJ prize. Put in OJ at the checkout. Also, if you are interested in coming to BullyCon, I'm actually going to be giving away some BullyCon tickets to Philadelphia. If you guys are going to come up here to Philadelphia to take advantage of BullyCon, because it's going to be a phenomenal event. Grammy-nominated artist Eric Roberson's going to be there. Award-winning journalist Ernest Owens from BET is going to be there. You got Shadid Eliezer, he's going to be there. Lakeisha Singletary, who is one of the premier digital marketing and SEO experts in the country, black or white, is going to be there, coming all the way in from California. Like, this is going to be completely unconventional. This is going to be the greatest thing your business has ever experienced. Valinda Montgomery says, I absolutely appreciate all of your advice always. Well, good. Here's some advice. Go to bullycon.info and then put in OJ in the coupon code and get 33% off the tickets. Boom. I highly advise you to do that. That's right. Shameless plug. Aside from that, man. Oh, hey, Deborah, I see you up in here. Yo, Tillian all the way in Shot-Town, people. Okay, I get no comfortable nothing from Shot-Town. I like to shout out the people who come and support me. It's extremely important. Let's see what's really happening. Let's see what's really going on out here in these streets. There are folks who talk about how they want to get their situation to the next level, right? Somebody said to me, well, Mr. Anderson, all I have is $50. And I said, I'm good, trucker. And I said, okay. I got the bully club for that. Oh, I can't get any one-on-one time with you for that? No, not no more. I don't know if you understand this, but to quote that trap rapper, I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. And to quote Eminem, I'm thankful for every fan that I get, but I can't take a shit. So listen, in all seriousness, you have to be about your business. You have to invest in your business. And what's happening is, I realize what the problem is. We do what I like to call external investments. An external investment is when you go out and you go and get a truck, and then you wrap that truck in whatever it is, Flat Tummy Tea ads, or It Works, or 5 Links, or whatever it is that you're pushing. I don't know what you're pushing. I'm not in your house, but you do all this external stuff. Or you go and you get Beverly Johnson number 85 Brazilian Yaki number 6 and get that weave down to your back. Or you get some Christian Louboutin. I think it's Louboutin. Is it Louboutin? Louboutin? No, Louboutin? You know what I'm talking about. Christian with the red bottoms. You get them things and you put them on. So you walk around and you looking like $1 million, but your bank account, the way your bank account is set up, it look like a temperature. And I don't mean Shana Paul. I mean, it looks like a real low temperature. Belinda Montgomery said, know your worth. Thank you for teaching us to invest in growth. Absolutely. Let me tell y'all something. Hey, look, I am not here to knock folks. I'm one of the few coaches that does discovery calls and actually gives you value on those calls. Enough so that you can kind of, at least if you can't rock with me with a package, you can take your situation up a notch. What happens in business is people are so scared to help somebody because they're so scared of missing out on a check. I'm not scared of missing out on a check. My money's going to come. I remember I used to ask my mom, like, why she do so much? And she said, oh, baby, my blessing's coming. I'm not really worried about that. But I'm also somebody's husband, somebody's daddy, and I pay, ready for it? 2 tuitions. That's right. Daycare is a tuition bill. Don't get that twisted. All right. College is definitely a tuition bill. Don't get that twisted. So we ain't got time, for $50 holler a month type of consulting and coaching. Like, now there's some fly by night Google coaches you can go get, but I don't know them Negroes. I can't vouch for their track record. When you put them in Google, I don't know what they come up with, but they put some stuff in Google to answer your question, like them doctors that are confused by that cyst on the left part of your thigh. We got to start understanding that with investments And when I say that, when I'm talking about coaching, upgrading your website, getting the supplies that you need, when you own an actual business, not a hobby, not an Etsy shop, not a Shopify store, but an actual business, meaning that you have some form of incorporation. I highly recommend that our people, stop doing sole proprietorships. And I did it for as long as I could because I avoided the dreaded LLC until I realized that there's power in an LLC. So I'm going to give y'all this one for free. If you register as an LLC, depending on your state, you're looking at between $100 to $150, right? But what that does is, let's say that you run Business Bully widgets. All right. So you got the Business Bully widget. Your widget, hits little Johnny in the eye. Right. So the widget hits little Johnny in the eye. Little Johnny's parents want to sue you. If you don't have that corporation, that LLC to protect you, what happens is they come after you. They come after anybody in your house, any future earnings. They go straight up and down Fred Goldman on you. OJ Prize, people, make the connections. I'm on another level here because what happened was OJ got acquitted criminally, but found responsible in the civil case. So Ron Goldman could come after OJ. Ron Goldman's family could come after OJ for that money. But let's just say it's not a killing. Let's just say it's the widget in little Johnny's eye. So they can't sue Dave Anderson. They can sue the Business Bully LLC because me and mine are protected. And T. Smitty just said it is cheaper than a pair of sneakers to get an LLC. Just not them ZO2. Shout out to LeVar Ball. I ain't mad. But see, these are the conversations we don't have with each other. We don't talk about, well, how do I set this up? What kind of accounting do I need? Is QuickBooks important? What kind of email funnel do I need? Do I need to have something where I can text people and then have that lead into my emails? Do I really need a full-fledged website with Flash? How do I make this thing work? How do I grow this thing exponentially month over month, year over year? How do I set it up so that when I die, there's still things in the pipe? Because if your business is based strictly on your level of work, then you're an employee. And then when you die, you can't necessarily be replaced because you're the product. Unless you duplicate yourself. That's where books and courses and DVDs come in. I literally sat down with a trainer, right? Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I sat down with a personal trainer and he's like, yeah, well, I'm doing this many lessons, this many trainings, a day. And I said, well, how much you charging? He was proud. He was like, $150. I said, well, all right. I said, so let's do some math. I said, is that your only job? No, I have a job. I have a 9 to 5. Okay, cool. So let's just take 60 hours out. He was like, why 60? I said, because you got the 40 hours that you're actually working, right? And then you have the 2 to 4 hours a day getting ready and coming home. Boom, 60 to 80 hours just like that. Gone. So now you have to sleep and you have to eat. So you probably got an extra 3-hour window where you can really be functional. Otherwise, some things are going to overlap and they're going to suffer. Time for effort is a bad equation, which is why I don't do it. And we got to stop thinking that you have to do this hourly thing. This hourly thing is going to get you cut up. No OJ. But if you go to bullycon.info and you if you hit OJ in the coupon code, you can get 33% off your tickets. Bang, bang. So we have to start talking about what we're doing when it comes to this business. And I have to be real with black folks right now. If you have not shared the video, share the video. But if you really want to make this happen, and Belinda just said thank you for that because I've been trying to decide how to go public. You at the point where you got an IPO popping? Oh yeah. You damn sure need to be a BullyCon because there's going to be some people with some pockets. I'm just saying. So, you want to make sure that you're dealing with people who understand what it is you do from a cultural frame of reference. Because I have to tell you something. Not all black businesses are janky. Let me repeat that. Somebody needs to type that in the chat room. Not all black businesses are janky. There are plenty of black businesses that run like actual businesses. They actually function like real, live, living, breathing, moving businesses. And because you're not doing what's necessary in order to make that thing happen, what winds up happening is you start to look at your situation and think that, it's janky, and it's not. So you have to do something. More important. Oh, this just in. In case y'all didn't know, Sean Spicer, the press secretary for Donald Trump, he just got he just resigned. You know what that means, right? I don't think y'all know what that means, right? That means if you enter code SPICE at BullyCon, guess what? You are going to get 10% off. That's right. You're going to get 10% off. If you enter the code SPICE at BullyCon on checkout, you get 10% off of whatever it is, sponsorship, anything. That's right. I'm trying to make sure that y'all get some prizes for knowing all this news that really ain't affecting you on any type of level. But I want to make sure you get something else. So not only do you get some OJ, but you get some Spice. See how I did that? And technically you put them together as Old Spice. So now you're smelling sweet in your business. Bang, bang. But we have to understand that business is being done all the time. And you can't do business if you're killing yourself. So this trainer, back to this trainer, the trainer dude was like, well, no, I'm making money and I'm doing this. I said, yeah, you're making money, but you're making peanuts. He was like, well, what do you mean I'm making peanuts? I said, let me ask you something. I said, do you know who Sean T is? He said, yeah, I know who Sean T is. I said, bro, Sean T is a multi-gazillionaire. I was like, when the last time you took a Sean T class? I haven't. No, you done seen them DVDs though, right? Tilt, Tuck, and Tighten, Size. What's that other one Sean T got? Do you remember? Sean T got a lot of DVDs, and all you got to do is tilt, tuck, and tighten. And he got that one where you dance, and you can dance to like Bruno Mars songs, and he's like, and you could take these routines to the club and start a dance battle. And I'm like, how about we're not going to do a reenactment of You Got Served, but what we are going to do is look at the model, and whether it's Sean T, Billy Blanks, Tony Little, or shit, even OJ had a workout tape. Like, that's the stuff you need to invest in. But see, y'all are investing externally. Y'all don't invest internally. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can have all the pretty flowers you want, but if you plant them in shitty soil, ain't nothing gonna grow. Well, technically, shit kind of acts like a fertilizer. When I say shit, I mean bad soil. That's not fertile. What's up, Leonard Person? What up, William C. Hogerbrook? I always butcher your name. Thanks for being here. What up, Courtney Thomas? If you have not shared the video, share the video. I am so excited, because BullyCon is happening and it's going to be an amazing event. Yes, indeed. So if you're coming, get ready to have your business changed. If you got questions, listen, there's not going to be a situation where you can't reach out to people. What's up, Monique No over there on Periscope? Thanks for being here. Make sure you share the video out. So for me, I got sick of going to conferences and things weren't popping. Tyranny, I think it's Tyranny. Correct me if I'm Tyranny. I don't know. But thanks for being here. I got sick of going to conferences where nobody was learning anything. Everybody just walked in there and they're so excited and they pumped up. And then after they get over their motivational sugar high, they're like, what I'm going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. And I think that that's where we go wrong. We need to make sure that we are putting ourselves in positions to win, that we get ourselves in a room with folks who look like us, who understand what it is that we go through and who are really doing it, because some as to whether or not Obama was a great president or not. But one thing is clear. He's black. You see what I'm saying? And there's a world of difference between eating fried chicken, listening to Aretha Franklin, and playing sax on Arsenio, and actually chilling with Ludacris and Jay-Z in the Oval. I'm just saying. So when you see that there's a level that you can attain, then all of a sudden your mind shift starts to happen. When I was 13 and my mom sat me down in front of PBS and I saw this black man talking about, you got something special, you got greatness in you, I was like, yo, I can do that. I'm going to do that. And mom was like, yeah. So she got me Les Brown books, the whole nine. And then, you fast forward some 20 years later, I'm working for the man, hitting stages, making it happen, hitting stages and rattling cages. Woo! So it's about being in the room and seeing yourself in others and seeing the possibility for us. We ain't all janky. We ain't all messed up. We ain't all doing, dumb stuff that they like to portray. And then we like to perpetuate because the portrayal is out there and it's easy just to perpetuate the stereotype instead of breaking the stereotype. So I am going to break the stereotype. And if you have not shared the video, share the video. If you have not subscribed to the Business Bully podcast, you are missing out on some of the best free knowledge. I swear to God, sometimes I listen to episodes and my team be like, yo, you got to pull back, man. You giving them too much. And I'd be like, yeah, you right. But, 236,000 downloads an episode can't be wrong. So we got to take it to another level. And I figured the only way to take it to another level is get some time, eyeball to eyeball, face to face, and, really make this thing pop. So let's see. I take it you don't have to get a haircut to go to BullyCon. Shout out to Michael Vick. No, you don't need to get a haircut because I'm getting a haircut, but I'm just getting my mohawk shaped and I'm trying to decide like what kind of designs I'm going to get in this here mohawk. But you can wear your hair natural. I'm not here for that professional talk. I'm not here for, you have to dress a certain way, be a certain way. This is the world's most highly anticipated Come As You Are conference. This is the most unconventional convention you can ever imagine. And I want you there. And I want you there to make it happen. I just got a message that says, "Dear Mr. Anderson, I was so moved by your work. It is refreshing to hear someone tell the truth. Even when I may not agree, I love it because you bring about thinking about issues that often pass us by. Thanks for your diligence. Bless you." That was really nice. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that. It's nice to know that people understand. Now, you can disagree without being disagreeable, but I'm going to hit you with these facts. Oh, listen, man, I hit people with facts the same way I hit my mouth with a sandwich frequently. So stupid. Listen, man, this isn't going to be a long, super long episode. I did want to answer some questions if folks had questions about BullyCon or about their business. If you're looking to, schedule your complimentary, discovery call, you can do that by going, to, calendly.com/bully. Calendly.com/bully and get on a schedule with your info and we'll make that happen. But yeah, man, OJ's going to be free in October and OJ just got you 33% off your tickets at BullyCon if you enter the keyword, OJ in the coupon code section at bullycon.info. So make sure you check that out. Listen, I got a boatload of crap to do. So I'm going to, holler at y'all on a few. But I will be back on tomorrow because I'm trying to amp up. Oh, how can I forget? Next week is the BullyCon ramp up week. So next week we're going to have all different types of interviews with all of the speakers that are going to be at BullyCon, so you can really take a look at how this event is going to change lives. They say Black Lives Matter. I say Black businesses matter. And when you see that everybody looks like you, it's a game changer, people. I don't think it's ever been done like this. There have been conferences where people come in and, they got their pyrotechnics and their light show and their DJs, but they don't really have any substance. You're going to walk away with some substance, people. You're going to walk away with some style. You're going to walk away feeling like you can do that. Most importantly, you're going to walk away with connections that you'll have for the rest of your life. You're going to walk away with new networks and new possibilities for your business. And that's what I'm excited about. So thanks so much for the folks who have already purchased tickets. They are going fast, as well as I think we have about, if I'm not mistaken, 5 tables left. Let's see here. T. Smitty says, it seems more Black people supported OJ, who doesn't care about Black people than Black businesses. Oops. Somebody said it. Exactly, man. Y'all get so upset about the things that don't matter, but you have very little passion about the things that do. And those are choices, and everybody's got them. That's what E40 said. Do you got a business? Nope. A hobby? Yep. So, go to bullycon.info. You can put in OJ in the coupon code and get 33% off your purchase. I'm going to check y'all out later. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me directly, Dave@businessbullyshow.com, and I am going to holler at you good folks later on. All right? Peace.
Want free business and marketing tips from Dave? Text Business Bully to 31996. That's Business Bully to 31996. Standard data and text message rates apply.